We are officially in the trade season for the MLB baseball offseason, and today I'm going to discuss my 5 people that are going to probably get traded, as well as their destination, and what type of package their team would like to receive for this player. By the end of this video, I'm going to name off players that are most likely to get traded, and I could fully see getting traded and somewhat expect to get traded by the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's hop into it. But yeah, before we even get started, if you're yet to hit that subscribe button, I highly recommend you do so. Same thing with that like button. Let's discuss this list. Now, the first spot and the most likely person I see getting traded is Pablo Lopez / a Marlins pitcher. The Marlins have basically came out and said, yeah, we need to upgrade our lineup, because they do. And they see the best way to upgrade their lineup by trading one of their plethora of young starting pitching. Pablo Lopez, I feel like, is the most wanted. He has the most upside. He's been around the longest. He has the most history. Edward Cabrera is also one of the more potential better starters out of that list. Jesus Luzardo, Braxton Garrett, maybe even Sixto Sanchez. Those are all guys that could possibly get traded, and I think they're going to be traded to a team that needs starting pitching, obviously. You look at the San Diego Padres, you look at the Angels, you look at even the Rangers are willing to add more starting pitching somehow. I don't know how. And also, last but not least, the Twins. I think the Twins could add some starting pitching, and I would not be surprised if they did that. What type of return would they like to see for Pablo Lopez? Well, they'd like to see a hitter, someone, up the middle, shortstop, second base, maybe not second base, but probably shortstop, center field, something up the middle to help them, maybe even catcher. I know they have Nick Fortes, but I don't know how much trust they have in him. Jacob Stallings did not perform well his first year in Miami after a big trade to acquire him. So, let's see what's going to happen. I would say it's very, very possible that these guys are going to be on the move, and I would say if I was a betting man, this would be my number one bet. Next person on this list is going to be Bryan Reynolds. This is going to be the most coveted person on this list. Bryan Reynolds is going to have the most interest from a lot of different teams. The Pirates are looking for young starting pitching back, so I'm going to go ahead and throw the Marlins. The Dodgers are the most likely destination from what I know, as well as maybe even the Padres in the mix. The Yankees too are interested. It's going to be a team that wants an outfielder that's trustworthy, that can hit extremely low. He may not play center field for that much longer, but he can play center field for maybe 1-2 more years. Most people see him as a corner outfielder. But the return is going to be massive, and it's going to be a lot of prospects. It's going to be young pitching, because that's what the Pirates want, and it's going to be huge. At the end of the day, this is someone that the Pirates, they should have extended already. He wants an extension. The Pirates are just lowballing him. I know the last offer was $75 million, which is nowhere near enough for Bryan Reynolds. So I think it's time to just, cut him while he still has the most value, because he's only going to go down from here. All-star season, very controllable. I think his value is only going to go down from here. That's not saying that he's going to be a bad baseball player by any stretch. I just said I think he's going to play a corner outfield position. His defense is going to get worse, obviously, because of that. And it's just like, how much better does it get from here? He's coming off an all-star year. Plenty of control. He's playing center field right now. Doesn't get a lot better than that. The next person I see getting dealt is probably Trent Grisham from the Padres. Of course, I am a Padres fan, as you can very well see. I'm wearing Padres gear head to toe. Trent Grisham I see getting dealt. Nothing wrong with Trent Grisham. I really do like Trent Grisham. I think Trent Grisham's a solid baseball player. He's not had his way in the last year and a half, almost 2 years now, where he hasn't performed to the level we want him to. He's been in San Diego for 3 seasons now, and I would say the first half of it was really good, and the second half has been abysmal. His defense is extremely good, but now they have Adam Engel, who plays just as good defense. Not the same level offensively, especially with the power numbers, but Adam Engel never hit 184 and led the league in strikeouts looking. Now, the big thing that really set me into thinking that Trent Grisham was going to get traded was there's an article posted by Dennis Lin where he said the Padres are more than willing to trade Trent Grisham. I personally take more than willing as, yes, we want to move him. I'm not saying he's going to get moved for a fact once again, but I think that's going to be the key for the Padres to get some major league pitching talent, is they're going to have to trade away Trent Grisham. They've probably made plenty of offers to the Marlins with Trent Grisham involved, but luckily for the Padres, they got a decent amount of value back from Trent Grisham's performance in the Wild Card Series and the Division Series. Of course, the Championship Series, he did not record a hit. He went 0 for 20-something. Very bad, but at least he got some value back, and I think the Padres are going to try to sell him like a hotcake. Now, what team is he going to end up on? I think he's going to end up, the Marlins, the Twins maybe. I'm not sure how the Twins really feel about it. I think he's going to end up on a team that's willing to give starting pitching to get Trent Grisham. And I would say definitely for sure the Marlins are the definition of that. The question is it going to happen? I'm unsure. It's possible. It's likely. I'm not sure what team's going to want him and giving up young, controllable starting pitching for him. The 4th spot on this list is another outfielder, and I think he's the most likely to go. And this is a move the Cardinals need to make because they're in a similar situation to the Padres. I think they're going to trade away Tyler O'Neill. You know, Tyler O'Neill's been very, very solid in his career so far. Nothing bad, nothing crazy good. He's had some good seasons for sure, but it's time to get a move on. They need an ace. They need someone in their rotation, and I think trading a Dylan Carlson or a Tyler O'Neill is very necessary, and I think he's going to end up on the Yankees. The Yankees need another outfielder. They've been researching into Profar, but Profar wants too many years for the Yankees, so I think this is the best situation for them. I think that Tyler O'Neill trading, you know, maybe even, I don't know, Frankie Montas or some young controllable starter. I don't know why I said Frankie Montas, but he seems kind of out of place. Maybe it's going to be like Joey Gallo where they just cut their losses and flip them. Get Tyler O'Neill. Obviously, they still made a trade with Montgomery and Bader there. But the Cardinals need pitching extremely badly. They do not have any pitching whatsoever. No one's on the board free agent-wise for them to get pitching-wise. Their lineup's above average, but it's not going to be a lineup that's going to carry them through the postseason with that dole of pitching. Yeah, and that's going to lead us to this last spot on the list, and that's going to be Chris Sale. I think it's time for the Red Sox to get a move on. I think it's time to go their separate ways. Since 2018, it hasn't really worked out the way they've wanted to with Chris Sale. Issue with Chris Sale is he has a lot of money on the books, and I think a team's going to be willing to eat it, and that team's not going to be a team that's going to trade for him, but rather a team that's going to employ him currently, which is going to be the Boston Red Sox. I think the Boston Red Sox will eat most of his salary, and he will end up somewhere else. I think Chris Sale is a perfect fit for the Padres. He fits the mold, what they need. The question is he going to be healthy? If Chris Sale is healthy, there's not a lot of better pitchers in baseball than Chris Sale. I mean, I highly doubt you can name me more than 20 better pitchers than Chris Sale when he's at his peak and healthy, because he's a top 5, arguably lefty all time when he's at his peak and playing well. He's 33 now. He's still pretty good. If the Red Sox eat all that salary, you get something valuable in return if you're the Red Sox, because the Red Sox seem to be heading towards a rebuild. Yes, I know they're trying to bolster up their bullpen. Yes, I know they signed Yoshida. They don't have a shortstop. They still have Trevor Story. They don't have a rotation. This isn't going to be a team that's going to compete in the AL East. So they should get a head start on their rebuild right now, in my opinion. Who knows what Chaim Bloom's going to do? It'll be interesting to see. I think Chris Sale can end up on the Padres. I think, once again, he's the perfect fit. I think maybe even the Cardinals. You know, there's a list of teams. Like I said, it's kind of similar here. I don't know if you're noticing a trend, but it seems like an outfielder for pitcher sort of thing. And I think that the pitcher is going to be Chris Sale going somewhere to a team that needs him. I don't know. Maybe the Cardinals, once again, maybe the Padres, maybe the Twins. There's a lot of different options there for Chris Sale. I think if his salary gets eaten up, he's going to be super valuable to a lot of baseball teams. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up my list. If you guys liked this video, make sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please comment down below and let me know. Subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in a video very, very soon. Peace.
Yes! 305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go. Woo! It's our fucking house.
Hey.
It's our house right here, baby. Let's
I
go.
love